What's up guys, Hunter here with another custom project. You might have seen the Frogbuster that Sentry Productions has been posting in his Instagram toy photography. Yes, I'm the one who made that figure. I did that one in 2023. So what I can recall from my notes on the project, the base was obviously a Hulkbuster. Sentry actually provided me with the base. It's just the Hulkbuster build a figure of those days. It was disassembled, of course. This is my personal one, so yeah, I'm not gonna disassemble it, but yeah. This was it, basically a full disassembly, and we used the head of Frogman. The idea was to make a mecha using the palette of Frogman as an inspiration. What paints did I use? Basically there was no sculpt, it was just a full repaint. The figure was assembled, the joints were worked on as usual. The only thing I used was the head of this figure. In fact, I still have the body that I didn't use from that thing. It's be laying down somewhere. And this is an Otto Octavius base body, if you remember. So the colors that I used for that one was the base of the Frogbuster. There was this color, Citadel Goblin Green. I have a ton of Citadel Goblin Green that I bought. This color has been discontinued. So yeah, this was the base. This was kind of like a match if you see it. Not exact, but it kind of did. So, but the closest thing you can get nowadays to Goblin Green will be Warboss Green, which is slightly, I have to clear it out. Or Vallejo, you get Verde Goblin Green. The metallic parts of the Hulkbuster were done with Mr. Color Metallic Green. This is a paint made by GSI Krios Corporation. It's not water based, but it will stick perfectly to ABS, to PVC, but you need thinner to actually clean your brushes, and you need to wear protection because it's a bit it has some fumes. Now the bright yellow parts, that thing was made from scratch. Yeah, this was the actual batch that I mixed for that project. As you can see, still alive. So yeah, this was it's just the basis is always yellow with a little bit of green, or you can, nowadays we have Army Painter Disgusting Slime. Start with yellow and you add just a few drops of this and it will get to that fluorescent kind of greenish, lime-ish, not quite yellow but not quite green. That's the effect that we went for in that project. And then, well, the eyes were this. It's just a mood green by Citadel, kind of there. I put a little bit of jello in it. And well, the metallics, obviously metallics were done. There's some metallic parts that were lead belcher. Then for other metallics in that, I also use Quicksilver from P3, but you can use any other silver. I mean, a lot of companies do great silvers for customs, for miniatures, but we customizers, we use everything from them. One that I am particularly really in love with is this one, AK Metallic Colors Natural Steel. I like this metallic, it's so cool and so awesome. Then yeah, actually the figure was sealed with a spray on. I usually seal my figures with my own brush on sealer, which is my own proprietary formula. I have some here. Yeah, this is part of it. It's a brush on sealer, ultra diluted, ultra thin, so it can, like go smooth on the figure. However, this one needed a bigger sealer, and I went for Mr. Hobby Premium Top Coat Semi Gloss. This is the one that I use actually. This is a spray on sealer. I don't use much of this. I don't really like it because it's super toxic, super flammable, super everything, and you need you need ventilation when you use this thing. Yeah, so now I rarely use this thing, but it's very good. It actually works wonders, but I like to have control. I mean, when you spray something, you barely know, have control where it lands and all that. I don't like that. I like to control where my sealers go. This is my brush for sealers. I only have one brush. I don't use anything else for a sealer. So when you and you go like this, then it evaporates. You have to put it on a chamber so the dust doesn't settle on the face. Because the worst thing is that while the sealer is drying, some freaking hair or from your pets or something falls in the sealer and you're gonna have a hair with your figure. So you just use like a little acrylic enclosure to put it in there when it's wet. And that's basically it for the Frogbuster. It was a fun project to work on, and it was the last custom that I took on Hunter Knight Customs before I closed commissions. Yeah, that was the last figure not to be delivered, because the last figure that was delivered was some Master of the Universe customs from my friend Danielle, but Frogbuster was the last commission that I took. So well, it's been doing the rounds. If you want to see the final figure, check the video. Still there. This is Hunter Knight signing out.
Impressive.